Right there.
Nice.
Nailed it.
All right, perfect. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Cosmik podcast. This is episode number 23, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
I've
think.
lost count at this point. We've gone delirious. Too many episodes. I'm once again joined by my two fellow co-hosts, Elie
Yo.
That little
and
lady.
Jaimy. Yeah,
Yo,
that
what's
lady.
up, guys?
Of course, I am Bram, and today we are joined by another guest. That's right, our secret guest that I announced last week is still here. He hasn't cancelled, and we haven't managed to scare him away. We're joined by a legendary streamer and YouTuber, friend of the show as well, the real GMat.
Can I just say, you didn't tell me that cancelling was an option.
Hey man, you should always read the backside of the paper.
Got to read the fine print. Yeah.
No one reads
Yeah.
the contract, bro.
In between the lines, bro.
And can I say, what a pleasure
It's
it
upside
is.
down.
What a pleasure it is to be
I know, right?
on the
most esteemed show
Cosmik
on the YouTube.
podcast. The best
Yeah.
Oh,
podcast with the name, with the word Cosmic in it.
You actually said it
That's
right.
crazy.
You're
Yeah.
the only guest that actually said
Yeah,
it
you
right.
said it right,
Yeah,
actually.
you're the first guest
How the
to say
fucking
the
Cosmik
name of the
podcast
show.
and all that shit.
Cosmilk.
Cosmilk, dude.
Who?
Cosmilk is
Hold on. Name and shame. Who's calling it Cosmilk?
Ah,
I probably take it, right? Runs reviews. He said Cosmilk.
It's not like you're mispronouncing it. You're just adding a fucking letter that doesn't exist.
Dude,
exactly.
he's not the only one that said that. Max also says a Cosmilk podcast.
Oh, yeah, he does.
There's
doesn't
so
he?
many people
Oh
that
my-
actually say
oh
Cosmilk.
my
I don't know
God.
why.
All right.
Max introduced one of the guys as Calvin, who's not even on here.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, thanks for having me on the Cosmilk podcast. It's an absolute pleasure.
Oh my God, okay.
No!
Yeah, we're setting a record
It
right now.
started, yeah. We're setting a record now.
What do you reckon Cosmilk
Some
tastes
reckon.
like?
Good question, honestly.
Dude,
Something spacey?
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
Kevin Spacey, maybe?
Oh no,
Oh.
please don't.
Oh.
Oh no. Yikes.
Yeah, it's a big
Rest in
yikes.
peace, Kevin Spacey.
Wait, is he dead?
I mean,
Career
He
is...
wishes.
his career is fucking dead.
Yeah, he fucking wishes, bro. Dude, it's okay, I'm gay. So I know I touched some kids, but you know.
Dude, why does every episode start off somewhat
Yeah,
like
there was
this?
disgusting fucking intro, but yeah.
He really swung that
actual
one in,
phrasing.
didn't he? He was like,
Yeah.
it was like a magic trick. It was like sleight of hand. It's been 20 or 30 years of people being like, is Kevin Spacey gay? He might be gay. I think he's gay. Like, and he's like, I don't reveal my private life. I don't do that sort of stuff. And then he's like, hey, he touched some kids. And he's like, "Whoa, I'm gay! Look at this! Look over here! Look over here! I'm gay!" And it's when I fall, come on, Kevin, don't try and trick us here.
Come
I
on,
don't think it
Kevin.
worked, honestly.
Such a stupid time to drop it as well, though. As well,
Yeah, I should have waited like
Yeah.
at least a week.
and the entire gay community is like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, Kevin, you dickhead!"
You had to say it now, huh?
Yeah, he hasn't been in anything since 2018.
or anyone.
Yikes.
He doesn't even have to.
Fact.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah,
Alright. Why is this a topic again?
I don't know.
Well, you brought it
fucking
up.
Spacey.
Milk,
I mean, I
space
did,
milk,
I
whatever.
did, I did bring it up. Yeah, I don't know why
Right,
actually.
Yeah, we got another guest.
Yeah.
I am awfully underprepared.
I mean, aren't we always?
Yeah, I mean, true. But at least the other ones, you had like a little outlining. I was just like, how's
Yeah.
it going, Matt?
Well,
I mean-
I'm glad I got the royal treatment.
Yeah,
We usually don't record, you know,
on Fridays.
on Fridays in this time, you know, whatever happens.
Mhm.
Nah,
But yeah, I
Bro,
guess this
it-
kid, you know, this
We
We're
should record
always
in this time.
underprepared though.
yeah,
Yeah, I
good,
guess.
but you know, it's not our regular time.
we set a timer, but we always come late, so yeah.
True.
I mean, yeah, we're late now as well. Oh no, wait, we're
No,
actually 1
we're-
minute
No, we're
early.
on time.
Poggers.
We're early, dude. What the fuck?
Damn, holy
Actually,
shit.
early, crazy. Who would have
Fucking hell.
thought? A good thing to happen in 2020.
Consistency.
We record on time. Alright, so now that we have another guest on, you know,
Yeah, I'm thinking of like I'm not cringy questions to ask him.
Not cringy questions.
I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, the generic
I mean,
shit. Like, hey,
I love the
how's,
fucking email we sent, about the fucking questions about Australia we were gonna ask.
Oh yeah,
like...
right. Yeah.
Why?
What do you? What are you?
so random.
What are your thoughts on the emu war of something 19 something?
Now, I think my loose understanding of the Emu War was that there was this point, and you guys might know more than I do because obviously you've researched it. But there was this point somewhere in Australian history where we were totally overrun by emus, and so the government hired something like this tiny little group of people to take care of the emus. And they put like a ludicrous amount of money into like a giant machine gun and like a whole bunch of ammo. Put all their money into that, and they just drove around shooting these emus. And then the emus are a dense fucking animal, and like dense in the head, but also dense in the body. Like they can take a bullet, and so they ended up wasting all this ammo and all these resources on trying to kill emus, and barely fucking did anything. And the emus won.
Yeah, they did. Wait, let me. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, they armed it with 2 Lewis guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. They were able to collect 100 emu skins, and they saw they saw like a good 100 emus run, and then they were able to kill a number of birds.
A number of birds.
A number of birds, bro.
That's a great mission
I
report.
want to say they killed like 4,000 emus. That number is in my mind. I don't know why that number's in my mind. Also, this is a really niche part of Australian history that nobody knows about, and for some reason I do.
I don't know.
Bram actually loves the topic about the emus.
Yeah,
he brings it up so much.
I'm
he loves
fascinated with the shit.
Yeah.
You're like the only country to like wage war on a bird.
Have you seen an emu before?
Have you lost the country to the emus now? Like, are you like nomads living out in like camps? Like Mad Max style?
No, they're like
The emus just run everything.
It's kind of like we let them think they won, but
Nah, they won, dude.
They're not like all around the place, but if you go out into the bush, like out in the country sort of area of Australia, you can go to like towns and there just be an emu walking down the street or something like that. I remember.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they
look so mean. Dude.
They're mean fucking birds. I was doing a show because before I was making content full time, I was an actor and I was doing a touring musical of Aladdin, and we ended up staying in this like small country town outside of somewhere else, and there was like signs up saying, hey, it was in the middle of the country, in the middle of the bush. And they were like, there's emus wandering around. They're friendly. And like 6 of us got attacked by emus. And like I remember moving from like the bus, like the tour bus, to my room, and like an emu was just skulking around, and we had to sprint between the bus and it was the shittiest. Emus are the worst.
What the fuck?
Emus. In my mind, it's things that suck. It go like obviously Kevin Spacey, and then emus. And then people are into wrestling below that.
The end result of the war was arguably that the emus won via outlasting the humans. while there were no human casualties, only 986 of the roughly 20,000 emus were killed, and 9,860 bullets had been used up, with an exact 10-to-1 bullet ratio for dead emus. Yo, they can take a bullet, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it was a bit off 4,000. I don't know where I got 4,000 from. 20,000 emus, 900 killed. That's ludicrous. That is.
It's not a good KD, dude.
The guy's official report stated that his men had suffered no casualties. So it was
wow.
Yeah, you didn't die to birds. Nice one.
I mean, I just looked up. They can dash at nearly 50 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
So
bro,
if they like hit
fast,
you, you're
dude.
fucked, dude. And if cornered, they kick you with their big 3-toed feet.
Yeah, they're bananas. They'll kill you. A lot of things will kill you. that you wouldn't
In
think.
Australia, yeah, like a lot
Yeah,
of things
that's
are
so
killing you in
fucked, dude.
Australia, right? Is the wildlife really that crazy over there? Like
No,
big
no,
fucking
no,
giant
no.
spiders?
Well, I mean, like that's weird because I mean that's the thing that's weird because we were talking in the stream the other day. Someone was saying something about like there was a spider in my house and I freaked out and they're like, but you guys get that all the time in Australia, and I was like, oh yeah, sorta. And I was like, I was like, oh yes, sorta, but not really. But then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, we do because. Like I was saying, I was doing my laundry the other day, and there was a spider on the laundry. And I was like, oh, "Fucking hell!" And I was like talking to my mum on the. I called my mum using my PC like through Facebook or something, and so I'm using this mic I'm using now, and there was just a spider sitting on the microphone. I was like, "Could you fuck off?" And then on the same day, I got home and we went to go inside my front door, and there was a spider on the door handle, and I was like, "Piss off!" Like they're just kind of but not like.
Dude, what the hell?
But like
How big are they?
they make it up like if you just go for a walk in Australia, you'll get killed by anything.
Attacked. Yeah.
But it's no, it's not that bad. And plus, like it's the weird animals that you wouldn't expect to kill. Like spiders aren't going to kill you, but like I don't know, a kangaroo would kick you in the tummy to death.
Yeah, dude.
Kick through your stomach.
They're mental, dude.
Fucking kangaroo.
It's the people. It's the people that'll get you.
It's always the people.
Yeah.
But I mean, spiders won't kill you. But I mean, I don't like spiders at all. I fucking hate them.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan.
I know
I'll
they
kill a
won't
spider.
hurt me, but yeah, same, dude. I'm fucking. I'd say I'm kind of scared, you know. If I see a fucking spider, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, you know. I get jumpy.
Yeah, because they just like look like evil creatures because they've
Yeah,
been given like 12 eyes or something like that.
They are.
Like nothing with 12 eyes looks friendly.
They're the worst.
They have too many legs.
I have weird.
That as well, yeah.
I have weird fears because I'm not scared of spiders. Like I've killed spiders. I kill spiders all the time. And that's
What are some of your fears then?
hey.
What are some of your fears then? We could discuss
Okay.
that for a bit.
So I hate birds. Right, the birds really fuck me up. I don't know.
It's the emus, bro. It's
No,
he's got some fucking
it's not even that. It's
PTSD.
just like it's not like big birds because an emu is kind of like I don't know. Emu is like a big fucking
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
really
a
a
big
it's different.
fluffy
It's like a,
cat.
Yeah.
a fluffy giraffe or
it's a
something.
cat.
But it's
Giraffe.
spiders are fine.
Fluffy giraffe.
Spiders are fine. And like what I grew up in the country. So I've killed a handful of snakes.
I've killed.
No, I mean I'm sorry.
Oh, snakes.
Yes, there's snakes. Snakes are very, very common when you live in the country or you live in there's
Dude,
country
what the
towns,
fuck?
but I lived outside the country town on like a farm property. And so there's
Mm.
snakes all the time. And like
Like venomous snakes or
oh
just
yeah,
regular?
100%.
Oh my
He'd be
lord,
fighting.
dude, that's so
He'd be
fucking
fighting for
scary.
his life on a regular basis over
Yeah.
there.
It's one of those things.
Sounds
It's
like-
one of those things my dad taught me. You'd like you kill him with a shovel, and this is the thing you got to teach.
Bush protection.
If you live out there in the bush, you got to tell kids this, and it's like, all right, you come up behind it, and then and I again look, I don't, you shouldn't just kill animals, obviously. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you're a snake, here's how you do it.
If you ever need to, you know.
Yeah,
And
snake.
so-
You fucking murdered the snake, obviously.
You got to like shovel it, like stab it with a shovel to chop its head off, and then you have to if you got like a fire going or something, you just chuck the head in the fire because the head will keep going.
What?
I take a
The
thing.
head keeps going.
If you
It's like a chicken, except reverse.
yeah, it keeps the head. Or the head will snap at you and like that sort of stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
what the fuck?
if you're out camping, especially if you're camping, which is the only time I ever really killed a snake because especially when we were camping, they were like young kids.
Why would you go
Nephews
camping
and-
there? What the fuck?
And so
That sounds like such a dumb idea.
no, it's camping's awesome.
It's just asking to get killed by some weird animal.
So I've done that. I've killed snakes, killed spiders, and I'm really terrified of birds, but the big fear of mine, which has
Now it's gonna be juicy.
been since I was like as young as I remember is butterflies and moths.
I hate those as well. Like actually.
Yeah.
Why do you
What the
hate
fuck?
butterflies? They're pretty,
Dude,
right?
no, dude, they get all up in your face and shit. I don't know. I don't like them.
What do you mean? They're just fluttered little fuckers. They're like,
That's it.
nice colours.
When I was a kid, I would like scream, like I'd run, I'd get away from them.
Same.
And even now,
dude.
like at 26 years old, I'm not going to scream, but they'll come near me and be like, just fucking
Yeah, you'll
don't
try to
fucking
get
touch
away,
me.
yeah.
Like I'm just trying to
Mhm.
move. They're the worst. And moths are just like ugly, homeless butterflies. like dirty
Moths
butterflies.
are actually ugly. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and,
True.
and we have bogon. Do you guys get like
have a what?
big bogon moths in where are you guys?
Bogon
Where are you guys?
You don't get
Bogan
anything
moth, dude.
here.
Belgium.
Yes.
This is not a
Bogan
scary
moth.
country.
Bogang moths? What the fuck? Oh my god,
Holy
bro. That's
shit,
a...
they're pretty.
a
What
big
the fuck?
chunker.
They're big. Dude.
Holy
What?
shit.
Yeah, they are
That's
fucking
oh my god.
disgusting.
Oh, that's so eerie. I don't.
Oh
feel
my
good
god,
seeing
that's like
this.
the size of a finger.
Oh my god, that's actually
A
disgusting.
finger.
What the fuck?
They're as big as your fucking hand. The bogon moths.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? They're
No, I don't like
Oh,
that.
not the like the wingspan and everything is as big as
You
your
see,
hand. But yeah,
that's what I mean. That
Yeah,
is
this
an
is a
Australian
reason.
animal. You won't find it over here.
that's a reason to not fucking visit Australia.
Yeah, everything
What
wants to
the
kill
fuck,
you in
dude?
Australia, bro.
Yeah, you'll be somewhere where there's a light, like outside in like a outside patio or like an area outside in the country. You gotta look up on the wall next to a light. You see this big fucking bogan. But I don't know if it's bogan or bogon moth just sitting up there,
Dude.
planted against the wall, and you're like,
I
that's
had never heard
fucking
of that.
disgusting.
What the fuck? That's actually disgusting. It's so fucking. Oh
Speaking of spiders,
Why?
You ever heard of a wolf spider?
no.
Ooh, yeah.
They're these
I don't-
big suckers, and easily these ones get as big as your
Why,
hands.
why do I look this up? I know I fucking hate it. I know I hate the fucking. Oh my god. Oh my lord. They're fucking
Oh,
disgusting.
they are terrifying.
They're big, and their thing is they like moisture and warmth. So why you got
Yeah,
if,
okay.
Yeah,
if you're out
inside.
in like desert areas, dirt areas, and you got to watch out for those because they'll get inside your shoe and they'll hang out inside your
Oh
shoe.
my god. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. We
They like sweat.
yeah, whatever it is, they just get inside a shoe. I had a I played in a band when I was in high school, and there was a girl in the band, and I went with her and her family to do a gig. They drove us out there, and we stayed at this hotel in the middle of the desert. Not in the middle, but it was between like these two country towns called Shepparton and Echuca. I remember we were going to bed, and she put her foot in. And it was like she was like, oh, there's
I'd
something
check
in
that
there,
first.
and then takes her foot out, and the fucking thing crawls out and scutters
Oh
out the
my-
door like it was bailing, like it knew where to fucking go. It was like out the door, and I was like, that's the most fucked thing I've ever seen.
What in the fuck, dude?
But that's the only time I've ever seen a wolf spider, so it's not like they're
Common.
yeah. And I
Mhm.
live in Melbourne,
Mm.
so yeah, that's as far away from the country as you can get.
So is it
It's
true
pretty
that
good.
you get like snakes coming out of like toilets? Does
I
that
didn't think
happen
so.
a lot?
I'd never seen it. No, I'd never seen anything like that. I'm sure it happens, but it's like the whole fucking crocodile in the toilet thing that people say, But I've never seen that. I've seen them like they can like hide underneath the seat, like you
Mm-hmm.
if there's like an outhouse or something, you can like lift the seat up and spiders will hang out under there, or snakes can curl up under there. There's that sort of stuff. But I've never seen or heard of anyone having a snake crawl out of the fucking poo hole.
The poo hole.
What the fuck has this turned into, like, Mythbusters Australia edition?
Mythbusters Australia edition.
Do snakes crawl out of the toilet? What the
It's
fuck?
like an episode of Bottom Gear or something like that.
Bottom view. Yeah, dude. It's so fucked up, though.
We got none of that crazy shit over here, though.
Fucking good. I hate all, like... I hate every animal that's not, like, cute.
I think over
basically.
here, in our country, it's more like, it's rat, pigeon, zoo. Like, there's nothing else, out in the world.
True.
Like, everyone's freaking,
I mean, at least over
flipping
here,
their
yeah.
shit because a wolf's been spotted in our country for, like, the first time in 7 years. Everyone's like, whoa, a wolf! Watch some cunt shoot it in, like, a week or something.
We got
Got me prey.
Do you guys-
Got me prey.
do you guys get magpies? I didn't realize. Maybe magpies are just an Australian thing. I feel like I should know that.
The bird?
Yeah. They're swoopers.
I have no idea.
They're the
I don't
fucking
know
worst.
No idea
birds,
what that
dude.
is. They look cute, though.
They're like big. They're like crows, like black and white crows, and that's their thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you'd be going to school, riding your bike, and if you have anything shiny, if you put your back to them,
Oh, dude, 1 day ago, Australian man suffers double eye injury in magpie swooping attack.
It's a thing where people will wear like
Are these thieving
straws
birds?
and stuff on their head to try and block, like to stop magpies from swooping them, because that's what they do.
What the
They're like
fuck?
thieving birds?
I think they'll they'll take shit off you, but I didn't realize that was their
Just
like.
want to hurt you.
I didn't realize that was their main
The
hustle.
ammo.
Yeah, they love fucking swooping.
Swooping.
Do magpies like stealing things?
I don't think I've seen one of those.
They're
No, we have that over here.
super common in Australia. Like that's
Oh yeah,
that's
I looked it up.
They're like the Australians when they just moved there, you know? Criminals.
yeah.
I looked it up, and there's a video of a magpie walking in Brussels, Belgium. So
Oh fuck, we've been infected. We gotta go. New
that was
country,
back in
boys.
2015. So I don't know.
Honestly,
Oh,
fuck
they probably
magpies
killed it.
move. If they've gotten into it, it's not worth it. Just get out of there. Give it
a bird is here.
give it to them. Just like with the emus, it's their home now. Just try to move. Try to
Surrender.
surrender or work in harmony.
Just have
stay
the
off their
alignment be
turf.
ruled by fucking birds.
What's the deal with birds? I didn't even know this fucking thing existed, a magpie. The things I see flying, I just think, oh, it's a pigeon or whatever, you know? Like, I don't fucking know.
Mm.
It's a bird. They're all the same thing for me. Bird is bird. Yeah,
Yeah,
bird is
bird is
bird.
bird, yeah. True.
All the same shit. Like, actually. So yeah. Wildlife, amazing,
Yeah,
beautiful, and sometimes very scary.
true, yeah, definitely. Where's that? LA, I think it is, right? Where they have crocodiles climbing out the sewers.
So not like Florida type shit.
I mean, yeah, what
I have
what
no
doesn't
idea.
happen in Florida these days, you know?
True. It's a good point, yeah.
Somebody just stole some cat blood in Florida. I read.
Excuse me, what?
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. So there's like a vet's office, like a animal center, and they
Oh, yeah, indeed, yeah.
they left cat blood out the front for whoever
Oh my
the vet to come by and pick up the next morning. Which also, by the way, seems fucking weird that they would just leave cat blood on the street. And some bloke walks past on the security camera, looks at it, observes it, buggers off for 20 minutes, comes back later with his truck, takes the cat blood, throws it in his car. It's like $400 worth of cat blood. And they're like, what is he doing with that? Is he going to try and sell it?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
So, you know,
Why? I don't get that.
fuck Florida.
Yeah, Florida's some weird shit, bro.
Cat's blood. Nice.
Florida's a fascinating state, though. Like, the amount of fucking... it's like weird shit that just
Fascinating.
happens.
How the fuck is that fascinating? It's like horrifying. I don't know why people still like live there. They should have gone extinct, you know, by the things they're doing.
Yeah, but like, we need memes, you know? We need Florida Man memes, so...
Florida, man. True.
Florida Man beats ATM, says it gave him too much cash.
Yep.
It's
Typical day.
like...
So you've been doing YouTube, I mean, like this channel for 3 years, I see. Have you had like any other channels before this, or is this your only channel you have?
I mean, like when I was in high school, I had a channel with like a friend where we just made like little sketch videos and that. But that's just like, that wasn't like a thing where we go, oh, we're making a video every week, blah blah blah. It's like, you know, once every month we get bored and put something on YouTube that us and our friends would laugh about. But I set the channel up in like 2013, I think, and I made like 5 videos using some like free screen capturing software that I got online and recording with like a headset microphone. And that were funny. Like they. It's nothing you would give a second glance to if you were watching it. But they were fine. And then a few years later, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it like a proper go. Not like try and make it into a career, but actually have a schedule, make videos, have a laugh. And then I deleted those 5 videos I'd made 2 years ago at that point, and started fresh and haven't stopped since. And that's those early videos was the same deal. I was using like GeForce Experience inbuilt screen capturing software to make the videos, and I had a dynamic singer's microphone sitting in a pint glass in front of me to record my audio. And we've just sort of, as I've grown and got more opportunities and that, and put the money back into the channel, and now that I've bought all the things that I want to buy to make the channel, now I'm making money for myself, and it's been really fucking cool, you guys. It's just been the best.
Yeah, dude, what a ride! Holy fuck, crazy.
Mm.
I have a fuck ton of videos as well. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. And for like the first year or so, when I wasn't, I was getting 100 views on a video. I was doing 3 videos a week. No, I was doing a video every 3 days. So video, then
That's
2
a
days
solid
off.
schedule, though.
Hey?
That's a solid schedule, though.
Yeah. And at some point I dropped down to 1 video a week, but I
Quality improves.
exactly. And I work for a company called Gameology, because they like my content a lot. And they're like, hey, can you come make content for us? And I'm like, okay. And they've got me making content for them under TheRealGmat name. And in my videos, I could be like, hey, if you guys like this, check out my personal channel. It's they pay me to make content for their channel, where I get to promote my own channel and my Twitch channel.
That's pretty
And
nice.
just
yeah.
make it's a super cool deal. And obviously, it's Gameology. It's like it's a brand channel. It's like BuzzFeed or one of those kind of places. It's not it's not BuzzFeedy, but it's in that same vein.
They sell like trading cards online, I see, right?
Say that again.
That's another Gameology
They
thing.
sell like trading cards
a
online.
different
or-
thing.
No,
I
no,
think.
no. I don't think that's them.
Oh,
It's
No,
it's
yeah.
also Australia.
There's a YouTube channel, Gameology. It's 791K.
that's the one. So they're not Australian. They're based in France. So all my bosses are French, but they have a small American team who do like they have a show called Experts React, where they just get people who are experts in whatever field to come and react to video games based around what their profession is. Like a doctor reacts to Surgeon Simulator, or a
I've seen this stuff in my
Yeah.
recommended.
So it's a very popular show, and so I edit for that. I edit one of those a week, and then I make. They have an off-brand. They have a couple off-brand channels. So they've got their main channel, Gameology, and then they've got like Gamer Talk and Gamer Forecast, and they've got Send Noobs, which is my channel, which is where I make extra content for them. It's all gaming content.
Oh damn, dude.
Yeah.
It's a busy schedule. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, dude.
So like a week, how much videos do you make in total?
So I always make a video for my channel, for TheRealGmat.
Mhm.
One video a week for that. We do the podcast, the GMat podcast. We do an episode a week. We make I make 2 videos for Send Noobs, which
shit.
and they're the same as the GMat videos. I film them, I edit them. The only real difference is that they tell me what games to play, or we have like a back and forth on what games to play. And then I got to bleep out the swearing on theirs, because it's not family friendly, but they rather me bleep it out. And then I edit a episode of one of their main shows, which used to be Experts React, but now they've started up a new show with me and my buddy Aiden called Try Not to Laugh, which is where we watch funny gaming clips or gaming glitches and that, and we try not to laugh. And so now I edit.
Thanks for explaining that one.
Yeah. As I started talking, I was like, that's pretty fucking self-explanatory. So I edit. We film that and edit that. So one of those a week as well.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man, it goes off. Oh, and I stream 4 days a week.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's
Do you-
a busy schedule.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, it's
it's
good, you know.
it's long days. Like I have to work really hard to make, because I make good money. Like, I'm not making crazy amounts of money. I'm making, a standard full-time job in an office kind of money.
Yeah.
But I am doing I work big days, like 10-hour days. But at the same time, it's not like, I'm not going non-stop
Yeah,
from
you're doing-
9 in the morning till 7 p.m. at night. It's relaxing, and I'm playing video games, and if I feel like it, I can go for lunch for 2 or 3 hours. It's not going to matter. I'll catch up somewhere else. So it's like it's a weird schedule, but it's I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
I have 25,000
Yeah.
subscribers on YouTube, and I'm making a full-time wage. That's unheard of. So I think I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that is-
insane, actually.
That's nuts, actually.
yeah. So it's between the Twitch supporters, the support. My community is, and I know everybody says this, but the GMat community is so unbelievably wholesome and it's just supportive in the way that everybody's donates and gives subs and does this sort of stuff. Even though we only get like between 25 and 30 viewers for a stream. But everyone, they're like, hey, this week everybody sends me like $10 a week, and they support me that way, or give subs.
It's crazy.
It's like a small community of a couple hundred who really want me to succeed and support me, and they said there's a crazy amount of financial support from that side, and then obviously Gameology pays me a wage to make stuff for them. And then I get Patreon supporters and just like there's small little numbers coming from different places that build up a full wage, like a full-time job.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm very lucky.
Especially with the Twitch thingy, like having actual like supporters who donate and sub each fucking month. That's pretty good,
It's crazy, and the majority of them probably are crazy. These guys, they I appreciate them all when they support, and I'm like just hope I'm giving back something that's worth whatever money people are throwing my way.
I mean, if they keep throwing money, you're definitely making their lives better. So
Yeah, it's a great community for sure.
yeah, that's super wholesome. Cutie, holy shit. But that's crazy, dude. Like all those channels and stuff. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's non-stop.
I didn't know that you did that much actually with the other channels as well. Like I actually didn't know at all.
But that's kind of like that's been my approach from the start. Is I'm like I could put all my time and all my effort into one thing, which is what I did, and then I felt like I was like hungry for something more. Like I was working on the YouTube videos, and I felt like I wasn't pushing myself hard enough, and then I started the podcast, and I kept just spreading out to just a whole bunch of different things. And now I'm at the point where I literally could not take on another job, another thing, even another video a week or something. It's just, it'd be too much at this point. But even now I'm still hungry to do something else, to make something new, to just keep creating stuff. I was going to say I get unsatisfied. That's not the right word. Definitely not. But it's like I always want to be trying new things and making new stuff, and I really like being busy with creating this content.
I mean, if you ever want to come on like a different video of us, you're always free to come on.
You have a pretty busy schedule.
True, he does, but
I've been I always got really scared of collaborations. I for the first year or so, I thought about reaching out to people and being like, hey, do you want to collab? But I got kind of anxious about the idea of just jumping into a new group with new people and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I did a collaboration with Hummies VR Comedy, and they're about 200K on YouTube. And it was one of the best experiences of like the entire time on YouTube creating stuff. And now we've done like 4 or 5 videos together. So I'm really interested in creating stuff with people who are smaller than me, people who are bigger than me, whatever. I'm if I can work it into my schedule, I'm always keen to create some stuff with different people. So yeah, 100%.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. It's like super wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I as well. I don't know about the other guys, but I also got anxious about just reaching out to people, especially since
yeah.
we're a super small channel. So
Because
like,
I think
yeah.
I think for us it's mostly because like we're very like new to this whole like industry, and like I think we're still a bit naive because I thought like we set a rule like don't reach out to people that have like over 1 million subs or something
Over
because they're just gonna
100K
like
even. We said
yeah,
like
100K
whatever.
was our original like bar. Like don't reach out to any of these people because they'll just ignore us or fucking insult us maybe even because like we're like who's gonna waste their time quote unquote talking to these guys at 30 subs.
That's like 100%. There's like multiple things you got to think about when you're talking to people in the millions of subs. You're never going to be talking to the person. Like there is no creators. I mean, even PewDiePie, who brags, not brags. I love PewDiePie. I shouldn't say it like that. But he talks in a way that seems like he left the more industry kind of way of creating YouTube to go and be independent. But independent doesn't mean he's by himself. He'll have a whole team behind him.
Yeah,
He'll have people. Yeah. So it's and depending on what size you get to, you might not even be talking to the person. I tried to recently reach out to. Do you guys know Josh Dubb?
I feel like I heard of him.
He's like an Australian VR content. He's one of the bigger guys. There's like a crew of them. There's like Josh Dubb and Mully and Juicy Fruits and the Re Kid, and I didn't really know them very well at all, but someone pointed me out to them and I was like, oh, they're very popular at the moment. They're like in the millions of views. A few of them have millions of subs. Popular Aussie VR gaming people, comedy people. And I tried to reach out to them to be like, hey, look, I got a small channel, but I also work for these guys, and they're sitting at like 700K subs. We can work out some collaboration sort of, and I never got anything back from them. And then I worked out recently that they, I noticed all of their emails have the same kind of handle, the same at whatever their name is at this company. And I Googled it and I was like, oh, all these people are owned by the same conglomerate, the same, it was like a talent agency, kind of like a actors agency sort of thing, but they were all under that brand. And so I reached out to them to be like, hey, look, I've got this channel. If any of these guys would be interested in a collab, I'd love to, and I said the same thing. I work for these guys. They have 700 subs, rattled all that sort of shit off again. And didn't get anything back. And then I looked at the website for this company, and the guy who was the talent manager, the guy who was the talent scout person, I maybe a year before was getting drunk with him at a friend of mine's house, and I was like, oh shit! There was this girl who I was friends with, and her roommates, it was her roommate's boyfriend. And so all four of us were just getting pissed one night, and I met him for the first time, and we hit it off really well. And so I messaged him and I was like, hey, look, this is a weird coincidence, blah, blah, blah. Explain the whole thing again. I have 700K. These guys have 700K subs, blah, blah, the whole thing. And he said, and he'd never been, he was very, not, I don't know how to describe it. It was pretty much, he was trying anyway to say no. Like, even though we get along really well.
Without saying no?
Yeah. It not even like trying to avoid it, really. Trying to avoid just the idea of helping me out. Yeah, so I was like, I knew him well. I made the same kind of content. I was working for this big gaming company. I make good content as well. Like I'm confident in what I create. I think it's strong content.
Yeah,
definitely.
it's definitely good content.
Like all the pieces were there for this perfect thing to work out. And for whatever reason, whether it's being part of this business, this big, like this sort of hidden away company YouTube environment. I just, it was, he just didn't want to talk about it. And I was like, that's so strange. Like it's almost like he could have helped me out, but it's kind of I don't know, uncouth or not appropriate to do that. It's weird. You never know what's right, what's wrong, how to approach people, how to ask, for support or collaborations or any of that sort of stuff. And yeah, the whole point of that is you think you're looking at like a single person who's making content or a group of friends who are making content, and then look at them, they're owned by a larger business. It's strange.
Yeah, especially if you like don't get any feedback about why you can't create content with them.
Yeah, that
They just tell you no.
I've been really, really passionate and hopefully, whether or not I blow up or just stay where I'm at and it all fizzles out or something like that, I'm always like, people will message me and be like, hey man, please check out my channel and give me feedback. And usually you kind of ignore that sort of stuff when it's, some kid who has 15 subs. You're like, look, I could give him feedback, but he's not going to actually take it on or do anything with it. But I try my best to actually do it and respond to everybody. And I tell you what, 9 times out of 10, these small channels will message me and they'll show me, and it's shit. It's garbage. Like, it's 9 times out of 10, it's not good. But I'll try and find something good to say. I'll do some constructive criticism. And then again, almost every single time they clap back real aggressive and be like, what do you know?
Dude, I fucking hate that.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, let's just settle down,
You're
kid.
trying to help, and then
And I've had people will ask me about how to set up a podcast, how to all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, and I always set it up with I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But if here's what I did, I made I did a 30-minute tutorial screen capture on how to use Premiere Pro and edit, just enough to get by, and send it to this guy. And another guy I actually knew him in real life, but he messaged me on my platform thing, and he was talking about editing podcasts, and I sent him a little tutorial. I try my best to get amongst the community and answer people and do whatever I can. But at the end of the day, some people are just real cunts. Some people are real pieces of garbage who will reach out to you, and then you'll say something back, and then they'll be really aggressive or really it's I don't know where I was going with that point.
I mean, I do feel like that's I feel like it looks like something we are doing because we are reaching out to quote unquote bigger channels, and it feels like we are leeching off of them, even though that's not our we don't want to, but still,
No,
I feel a little scummy about reaching out to people that are so big because we have nothing to offer, basically.
I don't think you should feel. I don't think you should feel scummy at all. That's definitely not the I did the exact same thing, and I still do it. I still reach out to people who are much bigger than me, and that's it. You've got to take the swing, and everybody knows. I mean, I'm sure the people who are sitting, a few 100,000 subs, don't forget where they came from, or remember, this is what you have to do. You have to reach out. You have to collab. You have to do this sort of stuff to have any kind of success. So if there's people who are sitting at 100,000 subs and get a message from someone with 100 subs and they say, can we collab? And they go, ugh, leechy garbage, then they're just pieces of shit.
It feels like when a 20 or 30 sub channel does hit you up, it does feel like they're trying to leech off you, in some way.
Well, I mean, that's the nature of it. We are leeching off each other. That's what we do. But that
isn't that everybody leeching off each other.
That's the point. Yeah, there's always going to be somebody
one way,
that helps you grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always going to be one person who is leeching and one person who is helping. But that's not to say that the person who's helping isn't going to get some subs from the person who's leeching. There's always going to be a difference in. You're rarely going to have a 500k channel and a 500k channel do a collab and it works out. There's always going to be someone helping out someone smaller. Yeah, it's
definitely.
So it's I don't know. I my advice would be to anybody who's sitting around that less than 100 subs, instead of going for the 100,000 sub channels, go for the the 5,000, the 6,000, the 7,000. Like build a small group of people who are supporting each other. Which is what I've been doing on Twitch, because I'm sort of starting fresh on Twitch. I've reached out to, like, there's people who I've rated and that I'll sit around and I'll watch and I'll be like, I really like these people, and so there's like about 5 other streamers that I've just sort of, I'm always connected with. We're always doing stuff together. We're always talking, and we're all sitting at around the same number, instead of reaching out to these big channels where, like, you know, we've created this little team. I'm gonna plug him now. There's this guy, Curved Bubbles on Twitch, twitch.tv/Curved Bubbles. There's Miss A Game. There's Pacey, Hummies VR Comedy, obviously, because they're not as big on Twitch as they are on YouTube. It's like that you can build like a little team, and then, you know, someone gets big and they take you with them. I think that's the better way to approach it, is to find people around your level, and try and grow together and what's it fucking called, network and that sort of stuff, as well as obviously reaching out every now and again to, you know, channels that are a bit bigger than you.
Like make connections.
Exactly. And again, I'm saying this from a point of view that doesn't matter, because I'm only sitting around 25,000 subs. I don't know. I'm learning as I go. But it's you can't offer any advice because the industry is so fucking weird. That's true. There's no point. There's no step by step. You just got to kind of make it up as you go.
Yeah, I mean, some luck is also, of course, involved, but I wouldn't call it luck, but you know what I mean.
No, 100%.
You can't just blow up out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah, I wouldn't back off that luck comment. That's 100% true. Luck would be 80% of it. You know, you make good content, but people have got to see it, and because
there's a lot of good YouTubers like, you can make good content but still have like fuck all views, sadly.
Yeah. There'll be people getting 20 views on a video who could be the best fucking thing to ever happen to the platform, but it's a deep ocean of content, and we're all drowning in way too much material and
shit.
And so it's
you
have to get really lucky to float to the top.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to you got to find your opportunities, and you got to network and talk to people, and you know. Like in the early days, I spent a lot of time messaging Facebook pages, being like, "Hey, would you like Facebook gang pages?" Being like, "Hey, would you like to share? You know, would you like to re-upload my content and just give me credit?" Because that's a big way to get people to, you know, you get a big share on Facebook. That's a great way to get some subscribers.
Crazy, dude. Facebook being the place for subs.
Facebook is a garbage website, and I hate it. But it's also done more for my channel than any other, you know, social media platform.
Yeah, you're like one of the only like creators that I still know that has like a Facebook page that they actively like promote in like their description and stuff like that.
Yeah, I try to. I mean, it's always going. Like I've now that I'm making like a bit of money, like enough. I cut back on things in my life so that I can give a friend a bit of cash to manage that sort of stuff for me, but I've got people in my life who love me and want to support me, and this person in particular, her name's Sienna. She does she's worked as a social media manager for years, and she's pretty much doing it pro bono. Like I give her a little bit of cash at the end of the month as like a thank you. But yeah, she does all that sort of stuff. But again, you got to you find these people in your lives that want to help and want to support you, and exactly what I said before about networking and building communities. You know, you gotta.
Yeah, it seems like you have a fucking great community. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Really?
It's like all working together, you know, to like help you basically through it all.
Yeah, everybody's working very hard for me, and it makes you feel really guilty sometimes. But you know, it also
you work hard yourself, obviously. But
yeah, obviously, you know, all the fucking videos and streams you do and shit. What time is it over there in Australia right now? Just for the views.
What time is it?
Yeah,
just hit 9:15. 9 o'clock in the morning.
Holy
Okay,
fuck.
and what time do you get up exactly to start streaming?
Oh, the stream? The streams start at 9 a.m. Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays they start at 9 a.m. and I'll stream for a few hours, and then Wednesdays we stream in the evening at 6 p.m. With my buddy Aiden.
And what time do you get up today?
Today,
Yeah.
today I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Fucking nutter. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Bro. Like, that's the time I go to sleep. I can't even imagine waking up when the sun's still down.
Well, I mean, I've never been someone who actually needs a lot of sleep. And my girlfriend is she's like a night owl. She loves staying up late. And so that's kind of like the time we can spend together. So I stay up with her like late into the evening, or go for a walk in the middle of the night, that sort of stuff, and then end up going to bed at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, most nights anyway, and then getting up 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Like I've never needed much sleep.
Dude, damn. I need like at least my 8
Jesus.
hours.
Yeah, dude.
And I
I'm
hate it.
shit
If I would be able to like
at managing
sleep
sleep
less, I would fucking love it. If I could function with
Mm.
like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, that would be fucking amazing.
It's
Like,
it's
during the
but it's
day,
it's
I would
low
just
energy.
pass
Like,
out.
it's a low energy job. I have to I have to turn on for streams and videos and that, but that's never been a problem for me. And I sit at a chair all day. It's not like I'm, I don't have to fucking commute and travel and get on a train and any of
No.
that sort of shit. My day is just
But
roll.
it's still exhausting to just create the content,
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Because like editing, for example, I know if you're like focused on it for too long, you get tired, and that's normal looking at a fucking computer screen.
That's
yeah.
that's one of the things that has like kept me going, is that I, more than making the content and filming and making videos and playing video games, like I love editing more than anything else in the world. It's always been a hobby of mine. I could edit for fucking 5 days straight and it wouldn't bother me. I just love it so much. So that makes it really easy to make content, because I don't see the editing as a drag. I really, really love the editing.
Honestly, same, but it depends on the content I'm making, to be honest. Like for Cosmik, I love doing the editing, because once I start going, I just want to keep going till it's like fully finished,
Yeah.
I don't really want to stop the edit, so I usually can do it in like a day. But then for my own channel, I just do it whenever.
When I was editing the Experts React thing, yeah, I get that, because it's not my content. It's not something that I particularly would watch myself. I don't really like those BuzzFeed. Who's the other company? I should lay off BuzzFeed for a little bit. Fucking
No, you can shut on
like,
BuzzFeed. We don't care.
like College Humor and those sort of pages where it's it's like shows that they make
Yeah.
on YouTube. I don't really go for that content. So editing that was certainly a bit of a drag. But now they've taken me off that and put me onto my own show, the Try Not to Laugh show, and I'm like, oh shit, all right, my week just got so much better.
Yeah.
Because the thing that they pay me the most for is now my own show.
I mean, yeah, that's nice
Yeah.
to edit your own stuff, of course. But still, I don't know. With Cosmik, it's still, I am on the show myself, and I don't edit this, by the way, but the other videos I do, and I'm also in those, but I like editing that. But then my own channel, I'm like, fuck it, dude, I don't want to edit right now. I just want to play video games.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
You
Because it's basically the same type, It's not like it's very different. Editing is editing, in my opinion. So
you do have to
I don't know.
give up a lot of your own, like a lot of your downtime to start up a channel and to do this sort of stuff. You like, especially like, I mean now especially, but I'm doing it with things happening. I'm seeing results. I'm seeing income, that sort of stuff. But in the early days, like in the first year, I lost nights and weekends and but not bailing, but being like, oh, I can't come to that because I've got to get this out. Sort of, you do have to give up a lot to start, and with the almost 100% certainty that it's going to fail. It's really daunting for anyone who wants to like really give it a go. It's so you've really got to enjoy it. You got to love like you guys, you gotta love getting in here and recording an episode and making the podcast. Like it's if you don't love what you're doing, it's never gonna work out.
It's honestly became like for me like a habit. I'm like, okay, let's record now.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready each week to just record, basically.
Yeah, and you're like,
So-
you look forward to it.
Yeah. In the beginning, I was also a little like, is it gonna get views? Is it really worth it to start? But now I'm just, I want to record, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should.
Even though I like some videos, you work on them hard and then they get like shit views, but whatever. It happens. We're just starting out, so.
Yeah.
And in the early days, you definitely can't be concerned about views because you're setting your like. When I say you, I'm not. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking on a grander
yeah.
scale. Like
Yeah.
like for anyone who is like listening and they want to do that sort of stuff. You're setting yourself up to fail when you go. When you get enjoyment out of how many people have seen it. Because you put something out
Yeah.
and you'll get 10 views and then you go, oh, that doesn't feel very good, and then you won't make again. You gotta enjoy the process of creating so that when you do put it out, it doesn't matter how many people have seen it, you still had fun and you want to do it again next week.
True.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I have with the podcast right now. I just want to keep doing this, to be honest. The other videos are a little like hard though, to like think of what to do next,
Yeah. I don't know. It feels like
So I'm like happy I'm like not alone in this, We all just do our thing and think of ideas.
the Reddit videos are easy garbage content to just like shit out on like a Saturday evening. That-
What the fuck?
But like like the gaming videos, they're fun to make and stuff, and they're funny to watch as well, but they just they take a bit more planning and effort than like everyone
Mhm.
needs to record their screen if it's depending on the game, of course. Everyone needs to own the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff going into it before the recording even starts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still though, 31 subs and counting, boys.
Yeah.
We got this.
Oh, we are 31 now.
Yeah,
That's
PogChamp.
crazy.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
I love how this episode just turned into like YouTube advice, basically.
Yeah, literally.
Starting out on YouTube with the real GMat. Crazy. Thanks for like giving us all that juicy info, by the way.
It's like it's useless info is the other thing. It
It's
applies.
not useless, It's
Yeah, I mean you got to take
still
little
helps you out
bits
a
to apply to your own situation, but yeah, it's like
Mhm.
that's you're only ever talking from your own point of view and your own experiences and what worked for you, which doesn't always work for other people.
That's also true, yeah.
I remember Gus Johnson made a video where it was like how to get big on YouTube, and he was being ironic about it. He's like, look, there's a lot of these how to get big on YouTube videos, and he said the same thing. He's like, it doesn't apply, but here's some stuff that worked for me, and pretty much everything you said, I was like, I disagree with that. Yeah, I think all the stuff he said, I felt was like really outdated and applied to his situation when he started making content 10 years ago. I'm like, that's not how it is now. Like you can't go out and make a video with a crap phone and record with crap audio and expect to blow up. Like you've got to make content that looks good, sounds good. Yeah, it's very difficult to blow up from like it's not like it was 10 years ago. We're so inundated with content that you need to stand out. And sure, when he was in high school and he had his crap little Nokia phone and he made funny little sketches using that, and the audio was crappy and the videos look shit. It worked then, but there wasn't.
But that was like a standard, Like
Yeah.
there weren't a lot of creators with
Yeah.
the best equipment. Now this like the bar has been risen so fucking much. You have to create something new and special, basically.
But also it's like that comes with its own benefits. Like instead of now finding you've got to you find ways to be thrifty. You find ways to make content that seems professional by like stitching some shit together, or like I said, I had my microphone sitting in a pint glass for the first 6 months of my videos, but it was a good microphone. It was the only good microphone I had. You know, I was making content that had good audio and good screen capturing, and I spent about $30 on the entire setup.
Damn.
So
That's
you can make
pretty good.
Yeah, you can make stuff that looks and sounds really, really great. And now it's like it's a whole new type of YouTube, a whole new type of creating where you try and find thrifty, interesting ways to fake it.
Fake it. Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean, but like faking it, you know, doesn't really always work, I guess.
Yeah. Obviously, you
Still,
get people who try to fake it, and you're like, no, this is just crap.
And then you still have those random ass videos that blow up out of nowhere that are like super fucking shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a lot of
I
weird
do
stuff out
watch if I'm like in my recommended and I see like a super bad video with a bad thumbnail, I want to click it. I don't know why, but I click it and I watch it, even though it looks super fucking shit. And yeah, that's YouTube. It's fucking great.
Weird platform, honestly.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing, the recommended section. It's like the main place to go. Fuck your subscriptions page, just recommended. That's the best, actually.
Yeah.
So we've reached the hour mark, I see. Again.
Have we?
I don't know, why am I always the one to like point it out? It's like I want to end it,
Yeah.
but then it's actually not the case. I just always look
I feel
at
like
the
it went by
time.
so fast again, dude. It's going by faster. I feels like
Definitely.
the first like episodes, we were like struggling to fill 40 minutes. I mean, yeah, the first episode like an hour and 20 minutes long.
I mean, the first, you know.
That's like a season pilot, you know. It's always longer.
Season pilot.
It's always it's gonna be the same with the season finale. 24 hours. We're gonna have every single one of our guests on again.
That would be crazy.
Mm.
No, but like I don't know why the fuck I point out the time so much. I just look at it. It's on my second monitor and it always just jumps into my
Same, yeah.
fucking eye corner. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me be, I'm weird.
Oh yeah, we're wrapping? Or
I mean, you can plug your shit first, you know?
yeah, plug your stuff, Matt.
Plug your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, guys. By the way, I should say that.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
dude.
It's been a pleasure. Look, if you listen to this and you want to see my stuff, check out TheRealGmat on YouTube. Primarily, that's my main channel. That's where I live. That's my thing. It's a central hub. But outside of that, please, by all means, check out the GMat podcast. We are growing quickly. It's grown. That was one of the weird ones. I didn't expect that to get so popular. But it's got its own little audience that is kind of separate from YouTube. We've just gotten a pretty large sponsor to support us, which is really dope. And of course check out TheRealGmat on Twitch. That's my I won't plug the Gameology stuff. They're big channels. They could take care of that sort of stuff themselves. But as an independent creator, yeah, that's the best places to find me. TheRealGmat on Twitch and YouTube, and the GMat podcast. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks for coming on again, dude. Like, taking time out of your busy ass fucking schedule.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Probably have like 7 videos ready to edit.
Two today.
Oh,
Jeez.
2 today only.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got to do the editing the podcast today and then doing a GMat episode.
Well, yeah, we'll let you get back to that then.
Yeah.
All right. As always, yeah, you can find all that stuff in the description. As well, you can find our socials down there. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, check out our Twitch channels, or do any of that other stuff, you can also go do that down there. Yeah, if you enjoyed this episode of the Cosmik Podcast, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.